God's Child YouTube channel. I'm here with my co-host Candy Nelson, and we are coming to you live from my living room couch. Living room, right?
Yes.
How are you tonight, Candy?
I'm hanging in there.
Hanging
Got
in
the
there.
purge, the purge going on. It's election night, the purge.
Yeah, I having all sorts of issues with my computer. But I got it to work finally. So yeah, Candy, we were talking just right before we started this live stream how we just started a new product that we're kind of trying out, and we were discussing how this might be a real big breakthrough for Morgellons. It's a gentleman that had a history of mold, and he invented this mold detox medicine cream, and he also has like vitamins, I think, or the internal portion, which I have not tried, but Candy and I both have been using now. She's on day 7, you said? I'm on day 4.
No, day 7 was Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, so so I got mine. I'm on day 4 today. So, but this stuff works. It's breaking up the biofilm, and Candy can tell you this for sure. But it's still bringing stuff to the surface on my neck big time. So it's a product known as Alturo, and I will discuss that more towards after we give our testimonies here. But you know, the gentleman that came up with this, his daughter was real sick. They had black mold growing behind a sofa. You know, and they both became very ill, and apparently his daughter was just extremely ill, and you know, he was a single parent and struggling, just wanting to get her well, and he went and saw I believe that one of the, you know, holistic type, or maybe it's not the holistic doctors, but the homeopathic doctors, or Chinese medicine and whatnot. And so herbalists basically in this product has all sorts of awesome ingredients, all natural, and it is working. Well, you want to go ahead and tell them, Candy, what happened with you first, and I'm gonna put you up here big time.
Okay. Well, the first day I put it on was I took my selfie like before I put any of it on. That was not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before, and I started putting it on like 3-4 times a day. And they tell you to like just go a little bit at a time, but no, I don't do that. So I just really covered my face with that stuff. Right. And so anyway, did that Thursday, did it Friday. Well, by Friday night, I was like, oh, this is starting to hurt, you know.
Hey,
and I'm like,
Sky, hello. I'm sorry, I just saw that. We have a brand new one watching tonight.
Hi. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
So I just loaded it on there, and I'm like, you know what? No, we ain't going easy. You know, I'm not going gently into the night. We're going to dive in. So yeah, I covered my face with it. And so when I woke up Saturday morning, I was like, my face was all swollen. All this stuff was like collected in my chin. My chin was swollen. It's all like along my jawline here. I was just like, everything was just like purging down. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's like, well, you know, something's working or happening.
Yeah, because hi Bobby. So anyway, like I said, it just started all collecting down here, and I was like, oh dear Lord, I knew when that was happening. I'm like, okay, stuff's moving down and out exactly the way it's supposed to. So man, it was brutal. So it got to where it started getting really dried out because it's like all herbs and natural roots and berries. And so I was like, the biofilm, when it started weeping out of my skin, it was like when it runs, you know, and it's coming out, it needs to come out, but it's like as it runs, it like burns your skin like acid. And I had this crystallized biofilm on my face. I had to wind up scraping that stuff off, and then it got to where it's like my skin started like getting that plastic coating on it, and then it was like splitting, and it started like breaking down, and I was itching so bad. It was so miserable and painful, and I'm like, ah. So as the days went on, you know, I kept trying to, what I did with it was I was telling Lisa, because it got so dry, I took some of the lotion that he sent, because it was very liquidy, I originally put mine in a pump bottle because it was so liquidy. And so there was a little bit left in the jar. So I added just a little bit more, and then I took some coconut oil and mixed it in there with it and kind of made a thicker paste out of it. And so when my face would get dry and all that biofilm would start cracking up, and I would just put that on there to kind of help soften it and ease that pain because it was so painful.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, I
as
haven't had any pain, thank goodness.
well, like I said, the biofilm starts weeping out because
Yeah.
I had this thick, y'all know, I mean, anybody that's seen my face, I had these thick, blotchy red patches on my face, and you could
Was that
feel.
still biofilm? I wasn't sure if it was scarring when you showed me.
Well, no, it's like I had stuff going on up underneath my skin, and then that biofilm was in there protecting it. So when I started using this stuff, it started breaking up the biofilm and it starts weeping out. And so as it's weeping out, then I'm starting to get like little lesions that I didn't have before because it's pushing stuff out. I'm okay with that.
Right.
But I got lesions here. I don't know if you can see over
Yeah,
here.
that lamp helps a lot. Yeah.
And then over here, I got lesions here. And then, actually, I got I haven't had the nodules in a really long time, but I got this big one behind my ear. And I'm like, what is that? I had my husband take a picture of it because, like I said, I haven't had those in a long time. And so he was like, oh, this is kind of weird. He's like, you got a big one, and then you got a bunch of baby ones, too, on top of it. And I'm like, what? I was like, so you're going to have to help me get rid of this thing because let's see if I can zoom in and let them see this thing that was on my ear.
Back up here. Hold on. And we're going to get Candy back up here.
Let's see.
Yeah,
It's
that was
right
behind the ear. Wow.
there. And then there's a bunch of baby ones up here, like a little trail. And so he had to actually.
It definitely works then. So, I mean, it's moving stuff along and off of her. But look at that. It's huge.
Like I said, I haven't put any behind my ear, so I was like really surprised when that
they
was.
They were probably all running there then to avoid the stuff.
Maybe I'm like, holy crap, what's going on with my ear? So I told my husband, I was like, you're gonna have to help me. I can't see this to do it. And so yeah, he did.
I just Gator Sky. Tell Darren I said hi, Gator Sky. How awesome.
Yeah, he said
yeah, Candy, that was like, I bet that was so painful, but doesn't it make you wonder if maybe they were running from it and trying to all congregate right in that spot where you didn't put it on?
Maybe because, like I said, I mean, I haven't had any problem like that with any nodules or like anything with my ears in like years. And then I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, what is going on? I felt the knot, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was trying to show the product here. Now this is not the product, so let me change this up here. Because I'm just gonna do it like this because I have it in front of me too. So let me
get my face so I can show you. Oh, it's
that's what I got here too that I'm showing right now. So this is it, guys.
Yeah.
It looks like this. So
but it's real watery.
And see, that's leaked a lot, so it's kind of messy. But he is onto something, guys. This stuff is really like I've come a long ways in just 4 days with it. So, but it is a runny paste, and I mean, I don't know if you guys can like if I were to tip it right now, like it would come out.
This is what I did with mine. If y'all can see it, I put it in this.
I would recommend this to anyone, and I'm only on day 4, so. Yeah,
and I'm on day 9. I'm on day 9, and I'm like, and it doesn't take that much because, like I said, it's very liquidy. See that? And so
it is too.
And it's like
that's just like it is like I can't even tell you how liquidy it was, but the ingredients of what's in it are phenomenal, and some I've never heard of. So,
you want me to read them?
Yeah, please, because even with these googly eyes, I'm blind.
Okay.
Just kidding. That was a good joke.
Organic aloe vera juice, organic grapeseed oil, squalane oil,
Hi, Sharon.
olive derived, organic glycerin, isofloric steroflow. Oh, wait a minute. Isofloric myricetate, ceticeryl alcohol, organic glycerol sterolite sodium.
Got salt. Salt.
Yeah. Let's see. Artemisia, Anya herb.
Most of these, they're all Chinese from my understanding, what I read about it.
Hutithing cordata herb. It says herbs and roots. That's it. And I can't pronounce half of these, but I'm trying. Cyperus, rotundus rhizome, ligustum sinise root, lunga rhizome, Funiculum vulgare fruit, Volgenia carflolitra, flower bud, Acora tartanoli rhizome, Anemarina corifolia fruit, whatever all that is, I have no idea. Glycyrrhiza urolensis root, amber extract, L-cartine panthenol DL, propandiol, and ethyl hexylglycerin potassium sorbate. So
it's got quite a bit in it. We don't know what it is, but it works.
Herbs and roots.
Wow. Well, like I said, I just know one thing, and it works. It's working. Like, I've seen a huge difference in what I was going through. So, I actually took the before and after pictures, which I've got to share this. If just in case, Simon, you're not watching, I'll share. I'm going to be sharing it with him here soon. But trying to get back to this, though, with my neck area, which is what I was battling for so long, and I'm going to show you so basically, just back in December, my neck was looking like this. It had this redness and sores, like you can not imagine. It hurt so bad, just those big, huge lumps and bumps. And you guys saw me do that peel with the glue the one time, like Candy's brain baby that worked. Well, that was December. This was just, 2 weeks ago. And this, you can see me now too, but this is what, 4 days of using that, this is where I'm at now. So that's a big difference. Now, granted, it wasn't quite as bad as those pictures I just showed you. But, I mean, this for me, like, my neck hasn't been, this healed in I don't know how long. So that to me, that's a win. That's a win right there. So, Simon, I think you did wonderful because that's healing. It's just me talking out loud here, like I do.
Let me show them this biofilm that was breaking up if they can see it. See how it was.
I do not know what happened, but let me bring us back in. Peekaboo. I guess we're here now.
I was showing them this. See how the biofilm was breaking up and how I got new lesions? That's on my chin area.
Here, let me put that up big again. Let's see that. Yeah, that's a lot of biofilm breaking up. Look at that. Wow.
There's another one. You can see where it's all breaking up and.
Yes, that's crazy. Wow, man.
See, one more. Hold on.
Hi, Cat. I am.
1 second.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like a ton of that.
That
Oh,
is a lot of biofilm breakup. Goodness.
yeah.
Hi, Spellbreaker. She says she's getting frequencies and disorientation and it hurts. And Prim Swims, God bless everyone. God bless you too. Thank you for being here, guys. We really love you guys a lot. You mean a lot to us.
Oh, here's one. I don't know if y'all can see
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like a
Your
glare
face,
on me.
like I can see that portion of your face that it's pulling up from the biofilm.
Oh yeah, man.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
painful. Oh my God, so painful.
I bet, because I know that biofilm is painful. Like it touches, hangs on to the nerve endings.
Yeah, and it's all catching like right here.
That's crazy.
And you can still
And
see
Kat
the
says she's
remnants
on
down here.
a lactive chemical pill and it's working for her. So she says she's looking kind of awful too because it's breaking it all up. And yeah, it is. It's a hard thing to go through when it breaks up like that.
Mm.
Goodness. Well, I'm just thrilled, even though no one likes to see us hurting and feeling bad. But I am thrilled just to know that it's working. And we're used to going through pain. Gosh, Lord knows we've been through a lot of pain with this, and so we're warrioring through it. And I haven't had the painful part yet, but I'm sure my time is coming. But it's worth it. To me, it's worth it. Get this biofilm crap off. It does not belong on us. We did not make this. Our bodies did not come by it naturally. Somebody really bad and is going to pay for it. Somebody's going to pay for it. Came by this, and you will pay. Mark my words. This is me to you. You're out there. That's who you are.
Yeah. Somebody asked if we have hair that moves. Yeah, I've got a ton of videos where all my hair is
like, I don't deal with that so much anymore. But I wash my hair every day with tea tree oil, and I blow dry it. Blow dry your hair daily. It kills them.
Well, this right here, I've always had this long hair, but one time I was in the kitchen and I was washing dishes. I kept seeing something out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to ignore it. Just keep washing dishes. And after a while, I was like, I'm going to go look in the mirror. I had one hair on the top of my head that was just like
crazy. Hey guys, what's going on?
I videotaped. I've got tons of videos with the hair just like break dancing.
Yeah. Well, you saw that video I have on my channel of those fiber bundles are chasing me across the living room. I'm like, what the freaking crap is going on? It's like, I feel crazy. It makes me feel crazy because why is this happening? And you tell someone, yeah, I was like sitting at my house and all of a sudden I saw this white bundle of fibers go through the floor and they started chasing me everywhere and I was running in and screaming and I was like, try telling that story. It's not going to work out in your favor, I promise.
A bundle that was actually jumping like it was a bug across my kitchen floor.
Yes, or the one that was with your sewing machine that was dancing. I love that one. Or the music, I think it was the music one. But the sewing machine was crazy too. Yeah, they tried to. I mean, I've watched them literally. I provoked them so much that they would break out and just shoot right back into my skin. It made me so mad. It worked so hard to get it out and played with it too long and it went back in. It sounds so weird.
Oh, one time I felt this scratching in my throat. I was like, oh my God, I got a fiber in there. I tried to wash it down. It wasn't washing down. I kept feeling it in the back of my throat. I finally stuck my finger back there and I reached in there. I just moved my finger around. Next thing you know, I start pulling.
Oh, that was
I got it hanging in the air and it was like 4 feet long and I pulled it out of my throat.
I know we all have some horror stories like this. I know all you guys have horror stories. Leave them in the comments because we want to hear. I mean, it's not funny, but afterwards when we're talking about it, it is kind of humorous. Some of the things we go through. It is and it isn't. But it's our own horror story, so we can make comedy out of it if we want to. But it's something else. Let me tell you. Something else for sure. I think it was invented to be something else, to make us look crazy, but we're not. Yeah.
I actually I scoped my face the other day. I got chunks of metal out of my face.
Oh yeah, I have not done that yet with this cream yet, but I have in the past had those shards of that felt like glass, but they were metal. They were metal pieces. So that's just.
Here's the liquid biofilm. Look at that. That's been pouring out of my face. That yellow, goopy biofilm crap.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And that stuff is hard to get off, too, once it dries. Like, sometimes it just comes back thicker, like a scab. Or mine has it anyways in the past.
There's my metal.
Let me try to put that back up. Hold on. There you go.
That's the metal chunk that came out. One of them. I had two.
Wow. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That stuff looks familiar to me. Wow.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna
Oh, you
zoom
got
in
the
on
really
it.
weird stuff too. Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, here's the other one.
Goodness.
Uh-oh, hold on.
Oh wow. Goodness gracious.
Bastards. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
them bastards are gonna pay for it. I'm telling you though, like it's just ridiculous that and to not be able to get help, you know. So Candy, we were talking about like, you know, what we have like what you had behind your ear a second, you know, earlier.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
dealt with this behind my ear, and this guy, it was lighting up blue, like a fiber optic blue, and my whole ear turned black, like the whole neck area turned black. This was directly behind, or like, I'm sorry, not behind my ear, between my cheek, right before my cheek met my ear. So, anyways, it was bizarre, and you can see that little bastard in there just worming around, but he was glowing like blue. It was just freaking. It was nuts. It's always nuts, though, right? It's like the stuff we put up with. Either way, it's not good, and I'm not happy about it. But my wrist one, you know, that one, like doctors would look at this, right? And they would just like not think anything of it. And here's this thing like moving around, and showing them a video, trying to show them like, look, this is what I'm dealing with. Well, shoot, I mean, I should have had it. But look at that thing just moving around in me, and that's my wrist. I had 2 surgeries in that area, and it was like on the scar line. And see how it turned blue there?
Yeah.
And it's blue again, and like the doctors are like, "Yeah, you're delusional. You're crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yep, I see that. Sure is in your skin. Yeah, you need to go be put away forever because you're crazy." Like, yeah, thanks, doc. You are a genius. Go back to freaking school, but not learning anything there. We know that. So
Yeah, Kat's talking about the scales on her eyelids. Yeah, I get that too. That's those scales.
yeah, those are miserable.
Biofilm. It's the biofilm, and it dries, and then it starts flaking, and then it's like dead skin. And my husband's like, "Oh, you got dry skin." No, it's not dry skin.
Not like that.
No, that is not dry skin.
You wish. Yeah, it's just the stuff we go through. I mean, and you know, everyone's got these testimonies that are heart wrenching. You know what we experience, we go through, and you listen to others like us, and it breaks your heart because you know how it feels, and not okay. Last Call Ministry says Morgellons can't live in vitamin C, and we're supposed to take up to 1,600 milligrams a day.
1,000
milligrams a day. Right now, I'm taking 12,000, but if somebody's really bad, they could take up to 16,000. I don't take any, so I take folic acid. By the way, guys, I need to get some vitamin C now. Thank you for that last call, Ministries. Crimson Wims says, I'm suffering and my dog is dying. Well, my dog just died from it not long ago, so my heart hurts already hearing this. She says, my apartment was infested with it, with, I believe, aspergillus mold. Aspergillus mold. I heard from CPS that fibers were coming out of the walls, but I know it's coming from the air. Yeah, you go outside at any given night, away from the city in the dark of night, get you a mag light, point it up in the sky, and turn your cell phone on, start video recording, because you will see it. You will see they're like come down in trains, and they're fiber optic also. You'll see the colors. They all different colors, rainbow colors coming from the sky. Definitely coming from the sky, and they lie if they say they're not. This is for entertainment purposes only. I had to do that. Sorry. But they'll take my videos off if I don't let them know. We're just kidding. We don't mean any of it. You guys believe me, right? No? Okay.
One time, it was like, I think it was like mid-October, and it had been 90 degrees all day long. And I'm in the house. My husband comes in. It's at nighttime. He's like, it's snowing outside. I went out there, and I'm like, what are you doing snowing? We're in Florida. What are you talking about? It's been 90 degrees all day.
Yeah.
He's like, it's snowing. I went out there, and I'm like, that is not snow. Get me an umbrella.
I had to laugh because I showed my whole family, and they just like, they didn't say a word. Like, it was just normal. Like, you guys, you're in South freaking Texas, okay? In July. It's July in South Texas. There's no snow here, period, but especially in July in South Texas. And they're just like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Wait, what? Who hit you guys in the head? What? I mean, my whole family's like that. So there's something wrong because they used to be a hell of a lot smarter than that. So I don't know what's wrong with them. It's not us, it's them. Yeah, you know that. It's not me, it's you. Yeah, that's it. That's it. This time
We had one time we heard something outside, right? And like I said, we're in Florida. I'm like, and my husband's like, "What is that noise?" And we get up, we look, and it's hailing. And there was like hail balls, like the size of silver dollars.
Weather going on a little bit.
And I'm like, I went and collected a few of them, and I scoped them. They, oh my god, yeah, yeah,
I'll
we're
tell you,
not
when we
ready.
were back in Oregon in that storm, like what I saw in the sky should not have been in the sky. But you want to talk about a little bit of weather manipulation? It was definitely happening. And these lasers, these purple lasers would shoot and it would provoke lightning. As God is my witness, I watched it from my airplane window and I got an up close and front personal window and view of it. So, and any of you saw my 2 videos back or whatever it was, you can see it towards the end of the video after my Southwest Airlines excursion. And it's bizarre. I mean, they're doing something. Somebody's doing something. But as I was flying before I caught that leg of the flight back, there's this set over Las Vegas area, Nevada area, and right before get to the border, California and Nevada, all right there. So I'm like looking out my window again, and we're above the cloud line, so we're out, definitely like where we're supposed to be, and this jet goes flying by, but it wasn't a jet. This thing would look like a cigar-shaped white cylinder. And it just flew by, and that's also in the video, by the way. It flew by, and it's behind it wasn't your con artist tells, or by a girl. It was black. You know how they were typically white? It was black, a black spray of the thickness. It looked like black goo, and that's what it was spraying above the cloud level. So that means if that was intermixing with the regular clouds and probably causing the rain, I would be willing to bet, and then raining down upon us and affecting our water and our food.
I got pictures of those black trails too from them spraying. I'm like,
it's crazy. I mean, and it's like
Bobby asked if anybody's tried zeolite, and she said she has pure zeolite. Well, she sent me some of it, and I actually made bar soap out of it. I sent her some. I know I did. So, Bobby, have you been using that soap?
Hey, and Primrose, I've used SSKI, I bought into it. My aunts helped me with that back when I first started with this. I didn't see jack crap of it helping make me better. That's just me. That's just what I used it faithfully, loyally for like a year. And I was still sick as a dog, and I didn't see any improvement. So I don't know. But I mean, I bought the guy that was always like he had Morgellons, whatever his name was, Unknown Cat, whatever his name was, yeah. Unknown Cat. I don't believe you anymore because he also said he didn't have it. But I don't know. Some people's damn kids. Whoops, another bad word. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, but what Bobby's talking about is like volcano dust that she acquired from somebody, and she sent me some of it, and I made some soap. So I was bathing in it.
Yeah. I honestly, folic acid tablets have helped me tremendously. I go to Tractor Supply, as I've said many times, and I buy the ivermectin and the tubes for horses, and I take a toothpaste size amount on my finger and do it twice a month, and 2 days in a row, consecutively, just one time each day. Then I lay off, and then I've been doing this forever, and I mean, I am 80% better than what I used to be. I mean, I feel like I look fine on the outside, but I can tell internally, I hurt. And this stuff it gets on your organs, into your bodily organs, your blood, it's in everything. So, we got a long ways to go, but there are things that can help. And Candy's Mullein tea, and that was actually, and you guys, that is actually a really good effective thing to use. It's not just in tea. That mullein that Candy was, she made, she picked on the road, which was awesome. But it's good stuff, as are the pine needles. There's a lot of stuff that we can do to keep it at bay. So we just got to keep putting our noggins together and sharing is caring. Yeah, I know that was dumb. It's all right though. Amongst you guys, so I can probably be called crazy, and it's okay, right? So, anyways, well, Candy, what else would you like to share? Because I know I'm exhausted, and I still got to go back to work here in a few minutes. I only got to work for another couple of hours, but um, I um, I think I've said way more than I should anyway. So, what would you like to add, or would you like to share anything else tonight?
Trying to remember what we talked about before we went on the air that we were.
We're talking about the remedies not involving pharmaceuticals,
Yeah.
which is where the Altura mold detox came in. And you guys, this is the website on that. It is it's just basically mold DTX. So MOLDDTX.com. And that brings you to the Altura website. And from there, he's got, I think he's got the internal herbal supplements and also the external cream that we're trying. Candy and I are trying, and we'll keep you posted. But as of right now, I highly recommend it. What about you, Candy?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm going through the purge right now. I'm like, and it's funny because that came on the TV, the movie of Purge Night, election year, and I'm like, I'm sitting there purging, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I can go purge
Talk about
somebody.
the perksing and purging, man. It's something else too.
Oh,
Another ball game, isn't it?
I'm so sore along here. It's just like, oh, it just burns and it hurts, and I'm like, but I mean, again, it's like obviously something's coming out, or I wouldn't be going through these symptoms like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, anyways, guys, that is the God's honest truth. She says it hurts, but it doesn't work. Obviously, it's breaking up, and here is the website. Here's a little bit of this portion here will tell you a little bit about how and what happened to him, the story behind him and his daughter, what they went through, and him as a single father, feeling hopeless and with the brain fog and all of that good stuff that we all suffer from. So I would just recommend even just go check his channel, not his channel, his website out. Look at what he has as far as, things to offer or what he's found, and look at the ingredients. Like here, it has a list of ingredients here, and it gives you just loads and loads, like the cinnamon cassia. It tells you what each and every single one of these individual.
Wow.
Let me see if you guys can see it better. It lets you know like what they do, like how they all. Let me try to get this chat overlay off really quick. I can show you guys. So with this, what I'm saying is like if you go through here, you can read. Oh, and there's just there's hundreds of these. Well, maybe not quite. What I'm saying, but yeah, and it tells what each of these little individual herbal supplements do for the body, that and the mind and the soul.
Wow.
And the healing process. So, but this this is lengthy, but it is worth taking a gander of. And he even puts his references. I mean, everything. And he went to like a Chinese healer. I think is what part of his story was. I'm trying to remember the exact. Obviously, here it says our story. And there's a picture of him and his daughter, which lovely, lovely father and daughter photo. And I just thought that was, it's super special when when your loved one is suffering. Well, for us, you want to help him. Well, he saw his baby girl suffering. He was also sick. She was terribly ill. And this was a really touching story, and it was just I related to it so much, and too bad our families couldn't relate to this right with us. Like maybe they could have felt just as touched, by it. But I mean, Simon, good job. That's all I can say. And thank you for what you do, and thank you for sharing this with us and telling us about it. And you guys go check it out. I think it's $40, but that's a big, huge thing. The tubs they're pretty big, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck there. Sure.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot of it either. It just takes a tiny
Just
bit.
a little bit, man. And then, this is a big thing. So I wrap both hands around it, and it's worth every penny of it.
Yeah, but again, you have to make sure you put it in a pump bottle because you will wind up wasting some. Yeah. I don't want to waste it. Not even midget of
basketball a
anything.
little bit. I shared with it a little bit. So I didn't mean to, but I mean, it is though. He's like on the right track, and the product effective, very effective, more effective than almost anything I've found. So between that and then the other lotion that like a
Oh,
hydroxy, I'm gonna have to show you guys that too because that works good too. But hold on, let me grab that. You can't get
ugh.
your face looks so much better though. Still,
It's still, it's like you can see it's all red down here. It's like all collecting. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, I feel like I've been punched in the face because when that biofilm starts weeping out, it just feels like somebody just beat me in my face all over. And then it gets puffy and swollen from the biofilm draining. And it's like, it's trying to come out, but it's like it's lodged up in there because your pores are so clogged from this crap.
wow, yeah. So here is, let me see if I can get this up here. So this stuff right here has been amazing. This has been also my go-to. I ordered mine off of Amazon. This stuff is phenomenal, phenomenal. It takes layers of biofilm off also. So I alternate, and sometimes we use both together. Again, I just started this one. I put this one on, at night, and this one on at night, and then I put this one on in the morning, and this one on in the morning. I'm not gonna lie, I use it a lot, probably more than I should. Especially this one though, and I'm telling you, this right here will be your new best friend also. So get you some of that.
Where do you get that from?
This was off on Amazon. I ordered off of Amazon, and I think I paid, I want to say like $20, but this is a big bottle also. And I mean, it's still, I've had it for probably 2 months, and it's only, I've used half of it. So I'd say about 4 months supply, maybe 6 months, because I use mine a lot. So it probably should last longer than, but I mean, I use it very, and it works. I mean, I've seen a huge difference in my skin. So, and layers of biofilm are gone. Years of the buildup just gone, and I still got more to go, but I'm getting there. And I mean, my neck finally too, thanks to the mold detox and this stuff. This is really what's been a lifesaver for me. And the folic acid tablets. I swear by them. The alkaline, it helps with all of it. So, anyways, that's all I got to say about that. And hi, Erica. I haven't seen you in so long. Beautiful girl. Okay, so we have Erica back. I've missed you. It's been a long time. Long time. I hope you're doing okay and you caught the tail end of us, but I'm so glad you're here. You need to call me sometime. Call me. So, yeah, my phone's been ringing off the hook. Speaking of that, I've been working and I can't get it. I don't know. Someone keeps calling me through Facebook Messenger over and over, and I'm just like, dear Lord, I'm working. Just wait. But I don't mean that mean. It's just like so hard sometimes. But I love to talk to you guys. I really do. So definitely, just know we are here for you, even if you can't get on the phone right then and there. Whatever. We are still here for you. My body's not.
Well,
All right.
and I want to say something else too. Anytime any of you guys get the opportunity to go meet with another person that has Morgellons face to face, you can go in a public setting and go to a restaurant or a game room or whatever, wherever you want to go. It's like it is the greatest thing to go and meet up with other people that have the same thing and just hug them. I am so excited. I get to meet somebody else this weekend for the first time. And
So
I do this every opportunity I get. It's like I save my pennies so I can travel, and go see people. Because it's just the biggest thing you can do for yourself. I'm telling you, it's like...
It is. So, I'm telling you, it made a big difference for me just when you came to see me. I mean, ooh, at least not what I wanted to see. Uno momento. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, sure, you're right. It's a blessing, and it eases, we go through so much, and it just eases the mind when you're with someone like you, and it's calming, and it's soothing, and it just feels good to know there's someone next to you that understands, and not to mention their family. Like, you guys are family, and it feels like family. So, yeah, she's right. Don't hesitate to go reach out and touch someone, like, whoop, or something like that, however you want to do it. It's up to you, really. Erica, I'm sorry you're having so many troubles with seizures and all of that too. Bless your heart. You've been through a lot. So prayers going up for you, dear, and all of you every day. We're getting there, guys. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. It's a big mountain, but we're climbing it. I rolled down a few times, but back up. That's all that matters. Alrighty, there. So I think we're calling it a wrap. You look tired as me.
I am. Well, I was excited. I told you I get to spend some time with my grandbaby tonight. So she's like, "We going on a date?" I'm like, "Yes, we are."
I miss my grandbabies so. Those little monkey butts, the cutest things I've ever seen. They're boys. I had all girls. I finally got boys. Yes, because I mean I only understand boys. I do not understand girls. Isn't that weird? Just kidding. I love them. They're just messy sometimes. All right, guys. We love you, and we are praying all of us together, and we're gonna get through this. Even if it's baby steps or crawling, we're gonna get there. Do not give up. Reach out and touch someone like you. That sounds really weird. Just do it.
Yeah, and if you are using any treatment and you're having a reaction, that's not a bad thing. Okay, guys, don't ever think it's like, oh, well, I need to stop this because it's causing me more. No,
but we are not doctors either. So yeah, but yeah,
it's pushing stuff out, and it's like I said, it's been so painful. But I know without a doubt that something's happening here that I'm like, no, so, yeah, I'm gonna struggle through this because I'm like, I am determined. I'm like,
sometimes you got to go through that, and I totally agree. Like I had to go through, like, just like you, so much of the I guess you call it like purging, and where you're blasting and you're purging, and all that buildup, and I still go through it. I mean, it seems like this is something that we have to go through every now and then, but she's right though, guys. Look I mean, she's here. You can tell she feels pretty bad, but she's rolling with the punches, and eventually she's going to come up swinging again. She already is, so I had to duck twice just earlier. Just kidding.
It hurt so bad. Like, I'm like, oh.
I know. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I know that hurt.
Oh,
It's painful because it does, that biofilm attaches to the nerve endings. It's really a very painful thing, and it's bewildering as to how it even works. But
I've had to literally get like a little paring knife and scrape that crap off my face.
Poor thing. I know that's miserable. Ugh. Goodness. And you guys, just remember. Oh, I want to say something to her really quick. Prim's and Limbs. She was talking about the hair and how they lost a lot of hair. I'm telling you, use a blow dryer. I wash it with tea tree oil, shampoo. I use a blow dryer daily. I use a hot iron daily.
And for the dog,
because my hair is so straight, like I have no problem with it. My hair is just straight, but I use that hot iron, and I'm telling you, that's the only thing that's been, kept my head pretty much, pretty clear. That doesn't mean that my hair doesn't move, because it does. It does move sometimes.
And the borax.
It did though.
The borax. I use borax in my shampoo, and I also bathe my dog with it. So I put borax in the dog shampoo and mix it up, and that borax like exfoliates that crap off out of your hair. It's amazing.
Such a good idea too with the dog that you were telling me. So good, yeah, guys. Like everything's worth a try. We're kind of Kitty and I are both pretty much guinea pigs for whatever. I know I've been one from day one. I'm like, tell me, and I'm gonna try anything. But just remember, we are not doctors. We're not professionals. Always, seek your doctor's advice. I wouldn't, no, but you're supposed to. Don't just go into something if you have allergies, reactions, anything. You do have to take heed to those things too. And we're just simply sharing with you all what we have found effective for us. So on that note, we want the best for all of you, and you guys, if you have some remedies, please put them down here. Things that you like to use, put them in the comments so that we can all try it out. And because that's how we're learning and growing from this and moving forward and getting the bad stuff out, guys. So, all right, Candy, you go get some rest. And this stuff right here, Candy, for your eyelids that you're talking about, this right here is what helped, like, amazing. Like, took that off, like, within, like, 2 days. And
Oh.
it wasn't even that painful. It was a little painful, but I mean, it was gone. So
Does it burn in your eyes when you get it in your eyes?
I didn't. I haven't. No, I'm sure I actually. I know I've got some like in the corners of my eyes because I use it like pretty good. But I probably would or does, but to me, pain is not even a factor anymore. It's just like
Right?
it's gonna
Like,
hurt. Like but no, I don't
yeah.
really remember any real pain with that.
Hey,
Never need.
you can do like me, like suck it up, Buttercup. You got a long way to go.
That's one of my famous last words of my girls pretty much daily. I always say, "Suck it up, Buttercup. It's gonna be a long haul." So
Right.
tackle lunch, big truck, because it's gonna be a long bang haul. So yeah, exactly. But you guys, we got our big girls' breeches and boys' breeches on, and my boots are tall too, so we're ready. Full armor. That's a weird looking picture visual in my head, but true story. So all right, guys, love you guys, and have a good evening, good weekend, and we will talk to you soon.
Good
And
night,
Candy,
everybody.
thank you for being here again. I'm always like sharing your you have wonderful information all the time. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate all the little things that you can add. So thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right, guys. Good night. See
Good
you later,
night.
ladies.